Hello and welcome to the Three Peaks podcast, where we take a break from the hike of life and appreciate its views. Today we have a special guest. Why don't you go on and introduce yourself?
Hey guys, my name is Marco Niccoli, and I am a celebrity chef living here in Salt Lake City. And I'm stoked to be on the show, dude. It's gonna be fun.
Let's go.
It'll be some fun. Yeah. Sorry, I'm in my car.
Oh no, it's totally.
I can't find time this type of time in my schedule. So I'm glad you guys let me on.
Yeah, it's okay. So, are you on a tight schedule, and we might have to keep it under 30 minutes, or?
No, let's just run it and we'll see what happens.
All right, awesome. Okay. So we just have a couple of questions to interview you. And yeah, are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Okay. So obviously you said you are a celebrity chef and you're well known across Utah and online social media and so forth. How did you find yourself in the career of culinary and cooking?
Yeah, so I grew up in the industry. My father ran restaurants in Los Angeles. He ran these old world Italian delis. So they were importing goods from Italy, and my papa was a liquor salesman. So he would sell all kinds of alcohol. Restaurant, and it was a family-run business. They had about 5 of them all over the Los Angeles area, and so I grew up in the industry. I really have never done anything but food and beverage. I started washing dishes at age 14, and then just kind of worked my way up the ranks. And I've had the blessing and opportunity to own restaurants, to private chefing, to some TV stuff with Food Network, and currently I run a direct-to-consumer business in the food and beverage space as well. So it's been a fun ride.
Yeah. And along your journey through cooking and culinary, have you ever had a personal mentor from a possible class you took during college, or a friend you met and introduced you to the fantastic and very delicate craft of cooking?
Yeah, so I would say my greatest mentor was my father and my mom. Both were very talented in the kitchen, and my mom was actually a waitress at my dad's restaurant. That's how they met. So the food industry has kind of shaped our entire lives. And I have five brothers who are in and out of the industry in some capacity throughout their lives. And so my father for sure was my greatest mentor and somebody I looked up to. He was very young when he opened his first restaurant. So it's always been kind of me chasing his what he did. He passed away when I was 18. And so I had the opportunity to kind of take over the family legacy, and now in my professional life, I have the opportunity to kind of look up to or admire business executives that are also my clients. And so one of my greatest mentors and people that have, guided me in my business decisions has been Todd Peterson. He's just been a great friend and a great mentor, helping me kind of navigate the business world. And I think that's important to I don't love the word networking, but networking with people is so fundamental. And it really comes down to just keeping relationships and building those relationships over many, many years. And I've always felt like that was super important to the success I've had in my career.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. So obviously you've been in this career for a very long time. So how long have you been a chef?
So I was named executive chef of a local catering company here in Salt Lake City called Culinary Crafts. I was the age of 22. And Mary Crafts, I worked for her for just over 10 years. Yeah. And so I know you guys know her pretty well, right?
Yeah, we me and my sister, well, not her anymore, but I work at Culinary Crafts right now.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're an incredible family, and they've done amazing work for the Salt Lake, Utah area for years and years and years. So I was with them for over 10 years, like I said, as their executive chef. But even prior to that, I worked in the bakery with Caleb and his father, and I served events, and I got to see the food and beverage industry kind of from beginning to end. But I have been in the industry since as young as 14. I had a local restaurant let me start washing dishes at 14, kind of under the table and learning the ropes of the kitchen. And so, yeah, I mean, it's just been a blessing to be able to see so many aspects of the business. I think when I was a kid, I thought if you wanted to be a chef, all you were able to do is work in a restaurant. And that's really not the case anymore. There's so many avenues you can take.
Yeah. And starting from a young age, everything seems a little more difficult because you don't have a large view set of like how this career will go unless you have someone like leading you and like showing you how this works. As a chef, what are some of the most challenging things you get to face on a daily basis?
So I mean, the whole entire industry is challenging. When I was doing it for Culinary Crafts and I wasn't the owner of the business, I was, a part of the upper management group, but it wasn't my business. I think the challenges were just making sure, you continue to perform at a high level. People have high expectations for the food and it having it be very enjoyable and it tastes really good. And so the challenge was just always delivering no matter where you were. And if you work for them now, one day you could be on a ski lift cooking dinner and the next you could be like in an office space making hors d'oeuvres. And so there's a lot of challenges that come with catering that aren't in the restaurant industry, where every night is kind of consistent. But as I've evolved in my career, I think the challenges have changed now to being able to understand the business side and making sure you're making the right decisions so that financially, you're making enough money to take care of the people that work for you and rely on you for their families, which is an incredibly, daunting task.